It was me the whole time. I'm trying to come up with a nice little intro, but that's all I've got so far. Hi, everybody, and a happy Friday to you. Hi, everybody. Oh, somebody's calling me. Hold on. That's Jesse FaceTime. It shouldn't pop up on my computer, but it did. We've got a fun show. We got a random guy from Cleveland, Chris. We're going to check in with him in a bit. We got That Smarts Art with Dawn Bailey of That Smarts by Dawn. We're going to do an art project tonight. And Alex Duridas of If We Go At All is going to play a song. And my first guest coming up in just a couple minutes, a new feature here on the Haha Magic Time Happy Hour. But I wanted to talk about some good news. And I'm not ripping off John Krasinski, right? John Krasinski. Yeah. He's got his own thing going on, and it's amazing. And I'm telling you, you got to go check that site out. It's nothing but good news. He does it out of his house. It's very cool. But I've got my own little local good news here. So let's start with a conversation I had on My FM in the morning, the other morning, with Akshara Shankar. Now, she is a junior at Halston High School. And when she was a freshman, she initiated and developed a project and website with the guidance of mentors at MIT. They had a leadership training program, and she was a part of it as a freshman. So Akshara's original idea was to create an app that would send out alerts about specific items required by food pantries so that potential donors can have an easy way to give while they're out shopping. And that's how manyhandsfoodpantry.com was born. That is the start. Soon there will be an app. But if you go to manyhandsfoodpantry.com and you click on the pantry, she serves about 20 of them. You click on like Holliston Pantry Shelf. This is what's needed this week. It's updated every week. This is so cool. You click on there. It doesn't say like corn or rice. It's very specific. Snacks, not so specific, but that's good to know. I think we forget about that with the kids. Juice boxes, tuna fish, 5-ounce cans, not 10-ounce, 5-ounce cans. Campbell chunky soups, Progresso soups, canned peas, tomato soup, and chicken noodle soup. So before you go down to your pantry and grab that can of corn that's been sitting there for a year, go to manyhandsfoodpantry.com and find out what they need at each pantry. Very cool. All right. Our next good news comes from the Corner Market in Holliston and Hometown Automotive and Auto Body in Holliston. They're providing free community meals to those in need throughout the entire month of May. They're going to be giving away 5 family dinners every Tuesday and Thursday in May between the hours of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. to families that could use a helping hand during these trying times. All you have to do is message them privately or call 774-233-1966. Let them know you need a community meal. They'll cook it up for you and they'll deliver it right to your car. So you just pull in the parking lot. It's their award-winning cheese pizzas and house salad. So you're going to get 2 of those plus the house salad. And what is next? What do I got next? Hold on. Let me. I just talked. No, I did not, but I saw this on Facebook. At Senior Shop, did you see this? As shoppers were waiting in line, seniors at Market Basket in Bellingham. This was just a couple days ago. They were given $50 gift cards from a woman on behalf of the Jacqueline Olivo Foundation. The foundation is based out of Bellingham and is devoted to helping the homeless in our community. But they were just running around giving out $50 gift cards. So thank you very much to the Jacqueline Olivo Foundation. And one more. How about this? Tomorrow night, streaming, just like we're doing right here. Facebook Live, banding together for a cause. Chem for Kids. We all know Chem for Kids. And last weekend was going to be their big show, their big fundraiser. But they're going to be doing it tomorrow night at 6 o'clock instead. They're benefiting One Mission, a great organization. Chem's been doing this for years. And here's something fun to mention. If you guys raise $3,000, then Christine Greenewalt of Prowess and formerly Girls on Girls, she's going to shave her head live during the event. And then $25 donation earns you an entry for a chance to win an 11x14 signed Gronk picture. And while supplies last, $50 donations get you a Chem for Kids t-shirt. So let's make lots of money for Chem tomorrow night and check out all the great music. All right, let's get to our first feature on the Haha Magic Time Happy Hour. It's Boozin With Bill. There he is. What's up, Bill? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. You weathering the storm? You doing okay? I haven't talked to you much lately.
Yeah, I'm doing well. My liver is in distress, but we're going to make it.
I think people are hoping the bars will open so that we can calm down our alcohol problem right now. We need to sober up, so we need the bars open. We're drinking too much at home.
Yes, and well, you know what they say: everything in moderation, even moderation. And I could
Right?
really use a haircut.
What's that?
I could really use a haircut too.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hat. My hair is just, I'm going to
You
try
know,
to grow it long because I have nowhere to go. I don't have any weddings coming up or anything. So I'm letting it go. But I found I wear a
yeah,
hat often because of that. And it's really
yeah,
on the sides, it's coming down. All right. So
yeah, I
boozing
get.
with Bill. I knew what, go ahead.
No, let's go.
Okay. Boozing with Bill. This is a fun feature where we're going to learn about a drink and we're going to drink that drink. What drink are you going to be serving tonight, Bill?
Tonight we're going to talk about the Irish car bomb, as it
Ooh,
is
okay.
known by us fun-loving Americans. And it is a bomb shot, very much like a Boilermaker or a Jaeger bomb, where you would drop a shot into a glass of beer and then you would chug it. But this one has a couple of different steps and some other things that are fun to know about it. Number one, if you go to Ireland and you order an Irish car bomb, you might get an Irish greeting, which is boom. You do not want to do that. It's not looked upon as a great part of their history. It is, naming a shot after an act of terrorism that would be like, I guess calling something a 9/11 and trying to be happy about it, I guess. But
Yeah. So an uplifting
now,
drink.
absolutely. So now what we're looking at is the origin, obviously, was in Ireland. It was called the Belfast bomb at one point. But these days, in the political correct landscape, it's often referred to as an Irish slammer or a Dublin drop. Or just a car crash, or even just an Irish bomb shot. But I call it a car bomb because I'm a jerk and I don't care.
And
'Cause
you're
that's what
Italian,
we,
right? So it doesn't matter.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. So it's very simple. What you want to do is you want to fill up a glass of Guinness about halfway to 3/4, depending on your skill level. And
Well, hold on. Should I use the red Solo cup, or this is beyond a pint glass?
now you would go with the red Solo. That's fine. And I'm
Okay.
rocking
And
Uptown glass right now.
what are you drinking? Guinness?
Yes, Guinness, but I see you have a Murphy's, and that's just fine.
Okay, good. I
And
have
as I,
go ahead.
the Murphy's is very similar to what you would get at Kraft Roots. It's a little more of a nutty flavor, a bit stronger.
I love nuts. So I went
So
generic. I did the Murphys and I did the I've never even heard of the Brady's instead of the Baileys. I got the Brady's. Go ahead. I'm jumping the gun here.
yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to go halfway to 3/4. I'm an expert level, so I go 3/4.
Okay.
And I've pre-poured a generous shot of Jameson.
Okay, I'll
And
do that too. I have a small
yeah,
what do you
there
call
you
it?
go.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, it
Yeah,
took the
and
whole
then
thing.
I have my. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to pre-pour your Baileys into that, your Irish cream. You want to do that at the last moment and then drop and go. And
Oh, what
the
did I
great
do? What did I do wrong?
no, you didn't put the Baileys in yet, did you?
I did. I wasn't supposed to.
Okay, all right, never mind. That's fine. So
But you're not supposed to.
yeah, follow directions next time. So
Sorry.
so what we're gonna do now is we'll float the Baileys and then drop it in, and you have to chug the whole thing. Because if you leave it in there, it starts to curdle. So when you drop it, you got to slam it. And the other good thing about this, it's not only a drink, it's a competition.
Was
So
there a
we're
third
going to
booze
rate.
you put in there? Was there a third booze you put in there?
Yeah, just Irish cream right here. I'm going to
Oh, okay.
float
That's
it.
what I have.
Yeah. All right. So we float. And then I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1 and go. Okay. You ready? 3.
Hold on one sec.
2,
I got people calling me. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Well done.
That was awesome.
Very tasty.
That was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love
yeah,
it.
and it ended up all in my my beard and my mustache.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, you're not going to be around long if you do more than 1 or 2, maybe 3 a night. You'll be going to bed quite early.
Hold on one sec. I got another call coming in, and I got to tell my kids to answer it. All right, it's gone. Hold on. Can you tell Jack to answer that, please? It's ringing on my computer.
All right, and it's called a bomb shot because after you drop it in, it's a mess. You should see my pub table; it's covered.
It was delicious. I almost didn't taste the stout.
Yeah, yeah. It all just goes down.
But that was good, and then you can just enjoy the rest of this, right?
Absolutely. And like I said,
All right.
I'm rocking my Town pub glass. Rest in peace.
Bill, what's the little ball in the bottom of these for?
It's actually called a widget, and it releases nitrogen when the pressure is released from the can. So the nitrogen releases out of the ball because it's a nitrogenated stout. So when you get one if you get like a Bud Light, it's pushed out with carbon dioxide for the bubbles. But for a smooth stout like this, they use nitrogen.
Very nice. What else are you drinking these days?
It's a little bit of red wine.
Yep.
Is always good. We've had some tequila drinks, which are always fun, and very spirited at the end of the night with the tequila. But for the most part, I'm going with Guinness and Trusty Jameson. It's definitely it's basically the comfort food of drinks.
I've been looking for drinks to make recently. I did it right. I did do it right. I started a master class. I have that master class program. Mixology. It's very difficult. It's all about cooking now. It's like you put stuff on the stove and you've got to squirt this into there. It's amazing. Hold on one sec. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? You can't hear.
Nope.
Okay. I can only hear it on my end. Never mind. Good. I'll ignore it. I recently learned how to make I'm going to have a drink with you. You want to have another drink, or are you still nursing that one?
No, there was no nurse in the other one.
I might do more of those. I don't know. I'm going to make an old fashioned.
Well done.
Yeah. So hang with me here as I do it. I'm going to take some sugar, and some water and bitters. But you know what I did, Bill? Instead of the regular bitters, I went and got chocolate bitters. So I'm going to see what that does. So 3 dashes of that. Yeah. And then I'm going to mix this baby up. Drinking with Bill. I like this. So what I want to do is get rid of the grains of sugar. Is that obnoxious? Probably. Sorry. I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to put my ice cube in, and I am going to pour my Woodford Reserve. This is a very nice whiskey.
Yep. I had some last time.
I had a pourer, but I'm just going to do it by hand. Whoops, stir it up just a little bit more. You don't want to bruise the essence, so you don't shake. You simply stir and twirl as you're stirring, so you don't disturb the ingredients. I don't know. That's what they say in the thing. And then I'm going to top it off with a little lemon wedge, or peel, rather. And there we go. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, buddy.
Clink. Oh, that's good. The bitters really brought out the nuttiness of the Woodford. And there is a hint of chocolate in there now. All right, bud. Well, I think that's our time. We'll do it again next week.
Yeah. I'll come up with something else.
The Irish car bomb. I like it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Or you can go with the Irish bomb shot or the car crash if you want to go to Ireland.
Okay. See you, bud.
See ya. Peace.
That is Bill. Alone. Sorry. I'll get rid of you. There you are. Boozin' with Bill. That's a new feature here on My FM. Let's check some of the comments that we got here before we go to our next call. What up, Ian? How you doing, buddy? Christina says, impressive. Thank you very much. So I am broadcasting live from my man-child cave here downstairs in the Ozier household. Let's see. Hey, it's Zajac. What's up, Zajac? Make sure the shot glass doesn't get you in the teeth. I know. That's why I had a plastic one. So I've got the red Solo cup, and I also have a whole bunch of mini Solo cups. Don't you love that? And that took the whole shot. That took the whole nip. That was delicious. All right. So that's the end of our Boozin' with Bill segment. I've got a whole bunch of pictures here I got to show as we move on to other things. So let's get to our next guest. It's Dawn. Hey, Donnie. There she is. There's your theme song. How was it? How are you? I'm still getting used to the I'm good. I'm still getting used to the program here. I'm just checking some of the comments before we get going, and Wendy says, hi, Wendy. How are you? All right, Dawn. So that's not Boozing with Bill. We're going to be doing That Smarts Art with Dawn, and That Smarts by Dawn is your Facebook page and your art business. Tell everybody about That Smarts by Dawn.
Well, it started out as graphic design business, strictly doing logos and stuff for businesses, and then it's kind of branched off to painting leather jackets and drum heads and promo posters.
You do a lot of logos. Yeah, logos for bands too, huh?
Yeah. It's very multimedia around here. As is projects.
You do a lot of different types of art too.
I do. All over the place. I'm all over the place.
What's your favorite?
Oh my gosh. I love acrylic paints. I love painting. I love getting my hands in. So
you've made some really cool Christmas ornaments, Christmas tree ornaments in the past.
Thank you.
Everybody looks forward to these every year. You've done the Kiss balls, right? With the makeup. That was cool. You've done Baby Yoda.
Kiss balls, yes.
I just heard it. But you're amazing. So around Christmas time, make sure you check out Dawn's Facebook page to see what she's offering up. We'll probably get you in trouble if we talk too much about the like Baby Yoda and the stuff that's owned by big corporations. But 21 people are watching this, so it really doesn't matter. Hi, John Paul. You ready for some art, John Paul? Chris, you ready for some art? All right, let's do this. What are we going to do today? I'm kind of ready. I think I can do the basics with the list you gave me. So it's all yours.
Well, we were talking about doing like a really quick craft, and I was trying to think of what everybody pretty much has at the house, and I came up with beer cans. Lots of beer cans going around now. So we got a beer can, flowers. I'll show you the finished project. Hold on.
Okay.
That's the sucker right there. Oh,
that's a beer can. Wow.
Oh, Jay, I need assistance.
Hi, Jay.
I can't reach my arms that far.
Jay, what does something like that sound like, Jay? All right. So how do we do this?
Beer cans. And you got an X-Acto knife and scissors. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut with scissors. Which I lost. Oh, I was cutting open. Jay, can you get my scissors? I was cutting open a bag of fruit for my sangria. I lost my
I forgot to ask what you're drinking. What are you drinking tonight, Dawn?
Sangria.
Sangria. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, back to So what you're going to do you have a tall can or do you have a short can, sir?
Hey, that's a personal question. I think this is kind of a tall can. It's maybe mid-range.
I'm thinking it's the same size as my can. So
probably. Hey, nice cans. Go ahead.
So what you're going to do is cut that in half with your X-Acto knife. Super.
Oh my gosh. Right in half.
Yeah, I would go about half to 3/4 of the way around. Cutting it roughly.
Okay.
Great.
Does it matter if I dent just a bit?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, good. I am cutting a laser cat from Medusa. And the only reason why I've been collecting cans, and the only reason why I'm cutting this one up is because I drink a lot of laser cat, so I know I'll get it back. Okay, I'm good. I got 2 halves here.
That was terrible. So so you got to cut.
Yep.
Inside, Jamie, your assistant to bring to the screen. Hi. I put some pen marks, 5 different points. That's just you don't gotta. But it's
I got
5 little points like a star inside. Just gives you an idea of where you're gonna cut.
Okay.
There.
Oh, I should say, be very careful. These are sharp edges.
Yes, kids, be careful.
Okay.
Please.
I've got my 5, I think. This isn't working. But I think I can do it by hand. I can line it up by sight.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you're gonna have them all cut, and they're gonna be in sections, 5 separate sections.
Okay.
I'll show you here. And you're gonna just go down to the curve of the can, and then you're gonna carefully bend them down.
So just one long cut right down the middle.
All the way down to where the curve of
all the way
can.
down.
The curve of your can, right?
Okay, I did one. I'm going to do them all, right?
You don't gotta. I'm gonna show you the next step. If you want to do a complete one, you can. Go for it.
Okay, but you did 2. I see. Okay, all right.
I just did 2 because I have progress papers.
Oh, look at that.
You don't.
I don't know. I just have the one. How do I bend it without breaking it? Just kind of fold. Oh, I got it.
I see that. So you're gonna bend it pretty low. I use my
Is that
thumb.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I got it. Yep.
Awesome sauce. So you're gonna cut it with your scissors to like either point or round it out. On this particular one, I did hearts.
On the I see. Yes.
Real quick.
I'm gonna do simple petals. Oh, that's nice. And I can keep going, right?
Rock on, yeah.
All right.
I cheated. Just here to watch you struggle, man.
John, what's going on in your household tonight?
Not too much. We just had some quick pizza.
Oh, nice. Where do you get your pizza from?
Where did we? I got a marathoner in Hopkinton.
All right, Hopkinton. Go Hopkinton. Now, if I know you guys like I know you, I would assume you're going to watch a horrible movie tonight. And what movie would that be?
Ooh, what movie?
I say horrible, but it's one of those movies that Jay will probably brag about later.
Oh, God. Don't Go in the Woods. That's one of them I will watch again. Extraction, yeah.
Oh, Extraction was good. I like that with Chris Hemsworth. That was actually pretty good.
It was.
Okay, I think I did a horrible job. I made one petal thicker than the other.
All right. I'm not thinking you're going to get this one done in one evening.
No, probably not. But I just want to at least get the basics done.
Oh, absolutely. So you're going to cut
Right.
it. You get the petal shapes how you want it up at the top.
It's not how I want it, but it's close.
Hey, that's cool.
Okay. I don't know.
If you want to narrow out the bottom, I made these little stringly things. You can cut in a little further and make little triangles and then curl them in. Here's my zoomer. Zoom.
What did you call it? A whatty thing? A thingly thing? What'd you call it?
Little curls. I just make curls
Curly thing.
inside the petal.
Okay.
Smaller.
You have a that's an amazing hand model that you have there in the background. Have you ever thought about doing work there, Jay? Hand work.
I can't
Excuse me.
things, but I can say it. Oh.
Okay, I think well, I've got something, Dawn. It's something.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
No, it's not. Don't say that.
Lovely can you have there. So what you're also gonna do, I have these Corel plates, but if you don't want, because they're sturdy and I can wash them off pretty quickly afterwards with the paint. But paper plates, what have you. You're gonna use acrylic paints if you don't have that. If you have latex paints from painting the walls, you can use that. It's just whatever you got around. You're gonna paint these suckers once you get that sucker to the shape you need.
Okay.
Desire.
Can I leave it at this out of laziness?
Yes, you can.
Could I just put stickers on it?
Can't wait for the finished project, right?
I could put stickers on it too.
Yes.
You know, the can's not that bad. It's not that sharp. Maybe the can's just not that well made. I don't know. All right, what's next?
Great. Jay's showing off my wares. Next you're gonna paint.
Jay. Oh, then you paint it. Okay. And so the one you have in your hand right now, Dawn, is that a full can right there? Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get to that yet. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. What you have to do is you're going to get the paint. I took a household sponge and cut it just because the sponge, it layers it pretty evenly and it takes less time to dry. You can drink a beer while this is dry and then do your second coat. Usually it's 2 coats. And layer of different colors. Ta-da. Here's one. Yellows and oranges and stuff like that.
Okay, I love it.
Throw that on your can. And then you could do, like my house have multiple cans laying about, you can do a layering effect. So it's one on top of
Oh, you're blowing my mind now.
Oh, wait. But yeah, so that's great.
Wow.
Sunflower. It gets better, Ray. It gets better.
I can't imagine how it could get better.
I learned this for you yesterday. I'm like, holy crap, this thing's neat. And we all have cans. So I just, I punched out like 3 of them yesterday.
You just learned how to do this.
Just for you, buddy.
Oh, that's amazing. So now that you know how to do this, Dawn, is this going to be something you incorporate into your repertoire?
I may. Oh, cutting cans. That's got high on the list. But after you're done with those, however many layers you want, you just glue them together with a hot glue gun. Got mine right here. Pew.
I brought crazy glue to the game, but I'm not going to play tonight because it'll get all over my fingers.
So there's 1 to 2, and then I do it here. Voila. Pew. And there you go. And like glue guns take no time to dry. And it doesn't, your petals don't have to be stiff like this. You can bend it. And then there's my kitty.
The cat looks so excited to be on the show.
Hanging out, should have been. But you can bend them up and make them look more natural and stuff like that. There's all kinds of cool techniques that you can use. You take a ballpoint pen. I learned all this stuff yesterday. Like you take a piece of this stuff, like make a sheet of the kid, and you can put it on the cardboard and use a ballpoint pen and make different designs in the can so it's all embossed. Make frames out of it. They're easy to cut and form, and you can make a frame like a magnet on your refrigerator. There's all kinds of things. Look up cans, man. Google it.
All right. I can see. Yeah, be careful. You should have a filter on your computer if you're going to look up cans. I see like a setup at a local festival or something with all of your cut cans decorate, for sale. Or I feel like you could do a lot with this.
It's so funny because last week I was looking for things because I've been doing a lot of gardening and my vegetable garden and stuff, and I wanted to jazz it up. And I was looking online for metal flowers and suns and things, and you can easily make one of these into a sun. They're like between $25 and $40 online.
Wow, no kidding. So I don't know if you noticed this, but if you're not that crafty and you can't use paints or you just don't want to get that dirty, if you do it the other way, you can get, because a lot of cans are very decorative now, especially the craft cans. So you could make a whole bunch of them in honor of your significant other's favorite beer, and give that as a gift.
Yeah. I also make lanterns. I don't know how you do it yet. I just cut it. But apparently that you can make lanterns, put tea lights in it, make a lantern, whole punch.
I know how to do that. I'll tell you how to do that. I think you have to, first of all, be careful with fire if you're playing with fire. I think you just go right down, all the way down. And then when you're complete, you kind of crush it down just a little bit so it pokes out.
Yep. That's exactly how you do it, Ray. Look at you. You're
Dawn, thank you.
Alrighty.
The Facebook page is That's Smarts by Dawn, and she's got a lot of great stuff on there, and she does logos for all the band people that are watching right now. And whatever your needs are. Bye, sweetie.
It's so good to see you. Love you all. I can't wait to see you in public. Like,
I know, right?
Awkward.
It's been so long. I know. Jay, goodbye.
That's the guy.
Oh, Rubber Chicken Comics, by the way, tomorrow at noon is doing one of these things, and I'll be running it for Jay and the gang. So make sure you go to Rubber Chicken Comics on Facebook and join in the fun if you're a comic book fan. All right, bye, guys.
Later.
That is Dawn from That Smarts by Dawn, the lovely Dawn. All right, so let's get to our next. Alex is coming up from If We Go At All in just a few minutes to play some music for us. But let's get to our next segment. So many segments. Last week, I just talked to JP Royer, and it was fun, but we didn't have any segments. So now I'm trying to incorporate all these new segments. So this one is what I'm going to call, and I'm going to do this every week, a random guy from blank. So today it's a random guy from Cleveland. Dun, 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 dun. We've got Cleveland Chris with us on the show. What's up, Chris? How are you?
I matched the logo without knowing.
That's awesome. So this is kind of weird and exciting. I went to a Cleveland group page and just asked randomly, hey, does anybody want to be on a silly little show that 22 people are going to be watching? And you said, you didn't know how to play music because I think I brought that up, but you could definitely talk about Cleveland.
Yeah.
How
Big
are
fan.
you?
Good. Doing great, actually.
How is everything going in Cleveland with the COVID-19 thing, and how's the city?
It's going pretty good. Our governor was out in front of things, and people have been getting along pretty well. I live in a cool little close-knit neighborhood right on Lake Erie. So we've been setting up activities for the kids. We've had the Easter Bunny in the back of an antique pickup truck. We had free seeds so kids could start planting their own gardens. We've had different activities for them to all try out.
Nice. All right, before we get into more conversation, let me tell you about my trip to Cleveland about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I'll show some pictures here. My wife and I, of course, in front of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got to visit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's the reason why we went out. So we do a lot with the local music scene, and the scene chipped in and gave us a 2-night stay in Cleveland. And the first of all, the first thing we thought of was Cleveland. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though. That's cool. So we go see that. But then we find out, oh my gosh, the Christmas Story house is right outside of Cleveland. Yep. So we did that. And by the way, here's a picture of me with the soap in my mouth, and probably looking back, a bad idea to go to a tourist attraction and put a bar of soap in your mouth. There was so much to do. We not only went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2 days, because the first day we thought we saw everything. Let's go back anyway. But there's a lot to see there. Yep. We went to the archives, and it just so happens that night, the Dead Boys were putting on a show. They did an acoustic show, and then they did a Q&A, and then they did a full band show, which was very cool. So Dead Boys, famous for being part of Cleveland punk back in the 70s.
He had a barbecue place for a while in Cleveland, right across the street from the Beachland Ballroom, which is one of the other places when you come back that you have to go to. Live music hall. It's an old Slovenian hall. Been open for about 20 years now. They bring everybody through there. It's one of the first big venues the Black Keys played. It's played a huge part in bringing music back to Cleveland.
Yeah, it's very famous for music, obviously, because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the history itself is pretty intense. We ate at Barrios, the taco place. Have you been to Barrios? You must know Barrios.
There's a great Cleveland joke. What do you call a group of millennials? You know how, like, a barrio.
Okay, because I'm glad you said that. My wife and I sat at the bar. We did not fit in, but the music and the drinks were, the food and the drinks were amazing. But there was a lot of man buns.
Yeah, pretty much, which I do not have.
We went to some breweries. Thirsty Dog was a great brewery. We enjoyed that. The only thing, is that in the same plaza? I think it's in the same plaza as the Dueling Piano Bar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that used to be a really cool but very seedy area called the Flats.
Yes.
And they tore it all down and built up a bunch of other stuff, built kind of new housing and new entertainment area there. So you've got Thirsty Dog and the Dueling Piano Place and a place called Punch Bowl Social Club.
Okay. And Margaritaville is there as well, a tourist
Yep.
trap, but Jimmy Buffett's place is there. And then we stayed at the what do you call it? This was the Hyatt Regency.
The arcade.
Yeah. The architecture is amazing in the city as well. And this is, by the way, what you do when you don't have the kids for 2 days and you go to a hotel room for the first time in years.
Yeah, you're looking right down there on East 4th Street too.
Yeah, that was a great location because we just walked right out with that little alley. What do you call that alleyway again? That has all the restaurants.
Yep.
Okay. House of Blues is there. And then around the corner is Barrios. So we just had a blast. Love your city.
Was Mabel's open when you were there?
What was Mabel's? I don't remember a lot of the names.
Michael Simon's barbecue place.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that.
Pastrami that you will kill people for a second helping of.
We went to one bar that was kind of downstairs. It was almost like a speakeasy. It was in that alleyway.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of millennials, a lot of man buns, a lot of people dressed up. And we didn't dress up to go out to nice places. So we felt a little out of place. But I was amazed by the restaurants, the bars, the nightlife. Cleveland has really changed over the years, hasn't it?
It has. You know, I grew up here during the river catching on fire and the mayor's toupee catching on fire and every late night talk show host using Cleveland as shorthand for a comedy joke. I left the day after I graduated high school. I did the Midwest Circle Tour and suddenly realized, you know what? Cleveland's actually a great place. So I moved back home. I've been here since 2000, and the changes that the city has gone through in that time have been breathtaking.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. Still hold on to the history. You can still get great pierogies. You can still find a cool neighborhood that's, you know, all Polish or all this or all that. But then you've got East 4th Street that I'll put up against any place else in the world for nightlife and for food, you know, and just some great areas.
How did it change? What was the turning point?
Well, actually, the Republican convention spurred a lot of the downtown growth. But really what it was just a lot of restaurants. Michael Simon used to work at a place called Flying Fig. Jonathan Sawyer worked there too. You know, there's this whole tree of chefs that not only got their start here, but then made sure other people got their start too. So honestly, it was really led by the food scene, and we've got some world-class hospitals here too, that have brought in a lot of people that never would have come here otherwise, and then realized it wasn't so bad and stayed. I actually have a funny story. The original director of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame lived in the Valley in LA, sold his ranch, and bought a mansion on the lake with cash for what he got for his LA ranch.
Oh, no kidding.
So you get a lot of coverage.
Yeah, prices are low. It's a small city, so you obviously want to take an Uber. We took an Uber around, and it only cost us like $4 or $5 a pop, which was really nice.
Well, and two, where you were staying, you can walk to, you know, you could walk over to the West Side Market from there. You can walk up to the Rock Hall. You've got the stadium, both stadiums downtown. Or all three stadiums actually now. So
what's the third? So we have the Browns, we got the Cavs. What was the third?
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Okay.
They're bringing back field houses. It's
really?
Quicken Loans Arena. So it's where the Cavs and the Monsters play.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that. So there's three. Well, what are the three?
The Brown Stadium, the Factory of Sadness, and Progressive Field.
Oh, Progressive Field. That's right. And there's a casino downtown.
Yeah, it went into the Old May Company. That's actually where Ralphie gets thrown down the slide.
That's
Christmas
right.
Story. That's now a casino.
Now, does Cleveland embrace a Christmas Story? Do you guys embrace that, or is it like, come on, enough of this?
Oh, already? No. I have a leg lamp. I was actually in the movie.
No kidding. Well,
when they filmed the parade, they said, hey, we're filming a parade down in Public Square, which is also where Loki and the Avengers, they make it look like Germany, but that's actually Public Square in Cleveland.
No, I didn't know that.
Same place as Christmas Story House, or the parade. So they go, hey, we're filming a parade, come down. And so I was there. I've never seen myself. But my mother-in-law's best friend is the woman who says you'll shoot your eye out and shoves him down the slide.
Wow.
And so the guy who actually rehabbed the house bought it sight unseen on eBay and moved here from San Diego. But he's been embraced by the city. We have a 5K there every Christmas, and people love it. It's the second
Yeah,
place to take tourists.
I've heard the story about it. He bought the house. He had to gut it because it just was in really bad shape.
Yeah.
But they opened it up as a museum. You can walk through, and this is going to happen soon. But we're going to spend the night there because you can actually spend the night in the, I guess, is a adjoining little bed and breakfast. Hey, who's that?
This is Zuzu. Say hi, Zuzu.
Hey, Zuzu. How are you? Say hi to everybody in Massachusetts. Yeah, you had your brother was in Massachusetts, which is a very small world story there.
Yeah, he worked for Fidelity Investments, and so Framingham, and then Waltham and then Framingham. And it was
nice.
Have you
visited Mass?
Oh yeah, a lot. And the cool part was Fidelity had its own bus system. So I'd go into work with him, and he worked at World Trade down by the Brooklyn Brewery, or sorry, not Brooklyn, Harpoon. He worked right by the original Harpoon Brewery, and I could catch a bus and go anywhere else downtown on Fidelity's dime. So
nice. All right, so we've got the Dead Boys. They're from Cleveland. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there. Christmas Story. What else do we have? That's Superman. Let's talk about Superman. That came right out of Cleveland.
Joel Siegel, and I'm trying to remember the other gentleman's name. The guys who created it in a third floor attic in a neighborhood that's slightly sketchy these days, but was a working class neighborhood back in the day. There's a little memorial to it right out in front. They're doing a statue in the library, the downtown library, which we were right across the street from.
We actually went there.
Yeah.
And they had
when the Rock Hall first opened, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It made a pivot about 5 years ago. Were you there? Did they have the Garage Rock section now when you were there?
I don't think so. No. Well, no, right when you walk in.
No, up on the third floor now, they have a whole section where you can go in, pick up an instrument, and play. They've got a section, like 4 sections of guitars, 3 sections of basses, and 2 drum rooms. And then there's a garage at the end with a mixing board, so you can get together with 4 or 5 other people and play live.
Wow, that's amazing.
So much more oriented on the live experience now. It's made it a really great museum.
Well, we're definitely going to go back soon. This whole Superman story was very cool. If you're a comic book fan, the library had an exhibit when we were there, so we were able to see that.
Well, and the Russo brothers, we've got DC covered. The Russo brothers from Cleveland. That's why they use Cleveland a lot for second unit stuff.
Okay, didn't know that, but they're now too. Yeah, they're really ingrained in the Marvel universe. Well, hey, this has been a lot of fun, Chris.
Yeah.
It was great to meet you.
Great meeting you too. This is a great show. I wish we had something like this here, but I
think you could do it. So you're part of a nonprofit, right, in Cleveland?
I work for a company that makes software for nonprofits, so I'm involved with a lot of them. We have a really good one here called MotoGo. It's bringing shop class back to kids. That's one I'm pretty heavily involved with. It came out of a collaborative motorcycle garage where, like, let's say you want to own a motorcycle, want to work on it, but don't want to have to buy all the tools. Buy a spot at this garage and go and work on it whenever you want.
Wow, that's
There's
really
always
cool.
like 10, 20 other guys around. There's a bar in the middle of the place. It's a lot of fun. And so they saw a lot of kids coming in that didn't know one end of the wrench from the other. So they started this nonprofit. It's a mobile shop class that will come to your school, come to your Boy Scout troop. They actually started one in a girls' high school. So it's a really cool movement.
Well, it's a great city, and we're going to come back and visit again real soon, and I will definitely let you know when we're coming.
Let me know. We got to get you to the West Side Market if you didn't make it there.
Yeah, we did not. So absolutely. And I mean, we can both agree, right? Drew Carey said it best. Cleveland rocks, right?
Well, Drew Carey said it second. It was Ian Hunter that said it first.
Oh, okay. There you go. Hey, Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Stay safe.
Take care. That is a random guy from Cleveland. It's Chris, and that was a lot of fun. All right, let's go to it. First of all, before we get to our next guest, I'm a little nervous about this one, but it looks like we have Carol Baskins on with us. Carol, are you there? No, maybe not. I'm trying to think of who has the link that would do that. Let's check some of our comments before we go. Hold on. Hey, Vix, how are you? Who else? We got Nicole watching. Oh, she loves Don. All right, let's move on to the next one. Scott, does Cleveland rock? Well, we just found out it absolutely does, doesn't it? Christina, man buns. Yeah, there was a lot. There's that kind of crowd. The hipsters hang out in Cleveland now. Barbie, sounds like we need to go visit Chris in Cleveland. We absolutely do. We've got a group of friends that take local vacations, but I think we should get on a plane and definitely go to Cleveland. I know we would have a fantastic time. All right, Carol has left. So let's go to our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alex from If We Go At All. What's happening, man?
Hey, Ray, how's it going?
Good.
Woo!
First of all, what are you drinking tonight, Alex?
I have right now I've got a little vodka and seltzer.
Okay.
It's getting the job done. What do you got?
I have an old fashioned with some Woodford bourbon. So,
Oh, nice. Woodford Reserve. That's a good one. That's a
yeah, I'm almost done with the bottle, and I'll miss it dearly when it goes. I just go buy another one, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably see you at Hickey's again. Right.
We ran into each other there.
Yes, we did. That was like a month ago now, huh? Time flies when you're not having fun.
Have you gone through all that alcohol that you bought that day?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a matter of days. I'm keeping.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I'm trying.
I know
to go
we
every other day now. For my mental state.
Sure. And I know, we see each other out in the clubs and the bars, but I don't think I've ever drank as much as I do now at home, not having been to a bar in 2 months.
So, that's something that, it's not fun when you're home. Like, you can only have, I find that I'll have a couple of drinks, play my guitar, and I get tired at 9:30. As if I was out at the bar with you, jawing about something, maybe I'd stay awake till midnight, It'd be normal.
But when the bed is right down the hallway, it's tough.
Yeah. And you're watching, this week I was watching Red Sox replays from seasons 15 years ago. You know what I mean? They're like Sox Yankees from 04 or 03 or something.
Yeah.
There's just nothing to do. And you're up at 7 a.m. because you're used to getting up and going to work, but now you have nothing to do.
Right.
Well, you're still working though, right?
I'm working in the morning, so I'm working till about. Well, the show's done at 9. I've got other things to do. I have been leaving earlier than normal. So it's been weird. You come home at 10, 11 o'clock, and you don't know what to do at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to, exercise, do things like that. But, I mean, nobody's Zoom. I've got really good at Zooming. This is my first StreamYard, but it's going well so far.
Well, look, I can put your Facebook down there.
Yeah,
that's how cool StreamYard is.
Awesome.
But I think this is what the world has come to, and I've seen you do live streams. Do you think once we get back to some kind of normal, we'll still be using these formats to get our music out? What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely something that's going to change everything going forward for sure. I hate the idea that we're not going to be back in bars and clubs this year. I mean, it's obviously the most important thing is everybody being safe, but it is depressing when you tell me I got to wait till 2021 to go play live. Just breaks my heart, And
I think that might be the reality for bands, at least. I think some of the solo acoustics will find their way in, but I think it's going to be a while for bands.
I mean, and it's something I guess I'm just getting used to. Bad news, and bad news. It's like Massachusetts has a stay-at-home order extended into May. I think we're all expecting it to go to Memorial Day. I hate to be a downer. We're supposed to be having fun on a Friday night. I'm sorry,
That's okay. No, you know what? Bummer. A kid from high school telling me I look old, but look at his picture. He doesn't have hair. So there you go, Joe. That's Joe from high school, who apparently is bald in that photo, but telling me I look old. What's up with that?
Don't hate because you ain't.
There you go. I'm doing this tonight. Let me find your thing again. Here we go. So tell me about the album here, the EP.
Yes. Awesome. So we worked on it throughout the winter. If We Go At All is my brother Aaron, bass player Stevie Beats, and drummer Mike Alley. We're all local guys. And we wanted to release it closer to Christmas, but then we were kind of like, a lot going on that time of year. We'll hit that dead time in the winter months. I had a bunch of shows lined up, January, February, April, May, all gone now. But we figured we'd release it in late February and just have we had 5 shows lined up to support it. And that didn't happen, but we've got a good response from people. We've sold a bunch on Bandcamp, and it's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music, Amazon Music. So all the streaming services, it's available. And I mean, we're really proud of it. It's only 4 songs, but they were written really quickly, almost all at once, and there was no intention. It just kind of, there were some acoustic ideas I had that were all kind of cousins. They all had this mood, and when I brought them to the guys, it just happened quickly. Aaron put down some really great synth parts right away. Mike had interesting stuff on the drums, and Stevie's a ball of energy. You know, he can conform to literally anything, and and it was just great. It worked really well. And we're so proud of it. We just want to make sure that this situation, we give it its due and we push it and hope everybody hears it and likes it, you know?
Do you prefer the short form writing, or would you rather let it breathe a bit?
Oh man, I love the idea of like short, like the idea comes to you, you know it, and it's awesome right away. But there's also a beauty in really like fleshing out an idea. You know, sometimes it's like you write something and you have a melody and then you play it 25 times with the guys and you're like, wait a minute, you know, let's not just phone this in. Let's check it out. Sometimes that leads to nowhere, but I don't know. Yeah. We have no contract with anybody. I mean, we're all guys that we're playing at night after work, so we can take a few extra weeks of the song and really see what it is. And the goal is to be proud of the work and to have people dig it. You know, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it sounds like you're proud of this EP.
I am. I mean, I think it's as good as anything we've done, and I'm excited to do more when we can all get together safely. You know. Yeah.
All right. So, what are you gonna play for us tonight?
Well, I got a few songs I wrote down, so I remember. But I mean, just I don't know how many. What do I got for time?
Let's do 2. I think we've got like 8 minutes left. I mean, we have unlimited time, but trying to keep this to an hour because I found out people have said maybe a little bit shorter these shows should be. So let's do 2. I'll leave it up to you. I'll get off the stream here and just go for it.
All right, I'll start with a quick one.
All right, Alex, from If We Go At All.
The song is called Call It a Day. Fingers bent so well done, your face the pants, it's time to misbehave. You'd be free to come in, it's easy. Lonesome bouts of energy will make the stairs not less overwhelming. You'd be free to soar a point you can't proceed from. We'll call it a day, we'll make waves and sail down. We'll call it a day, as we sing in free-form melody when someone sits beside me and turns on itself. You see, I've come to change and answer. Lying on the frozen shoulder, transferring heat, not blood, we've seen these lights drive by. Come in, it's freezing. Call it a day, we'll make waves and sail down. We'll call it a day as we play. Call It a Day. It's an original composition, acoustic style that it's not a band song, you know, but
yeah, you do a lot of solo stuff. At least when you're out, like at the social, you'll get up and play some solo stuff.
Yeah, and you know, thank you and the guys around here who give me the opportunity to do that. Like I've been on your show a bunch.
Yeah,
and getting out and being able to play the stuff I write that it's not band stuff is really because it's fun to write that stuff. You know, it's fun to come up with it, and you give me an avenue, which is cool.
Well, Jay misses you.
I miss Jay too. Definitely. I miss all the guys I'd run into on any random Friday night up at the Dominic's place or somewhere. You know what I mean?
It's special. It is to just show up somewhere, see 4, 5, 6, 7 people you know, and the conversations that come out of it are priceless.
Well, it's nice to have just friends that there'll be weeks where I don't see Jay, and then I'll run into him and I'll spend 3 hours chatting with him about random music.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. It's really, hopefully when everything goes back to normal, it won't be like we're waiting outside of places because it's like a 40-person capacity, you know?
I know. That's going to be tough.
Be reality though.
Yeah, we'll see. And then my buddy Joe from high school there. Can't wait. I didn't know he knew John Rendon, the keyboard player. Actually, John plays everything, but John's in Tailgates down with me. So
nice.
I didn't know you knew him, Joe. So Joe got me my first fake ID in high school. Yeah.
So
and
he's a resourceful guy.
Right. So we go to his house. I don't want to be giving away too much, but it's like 30 years later. And it was actually at a time where you would hold the board up and it had the cutout of your face.
Oh my God.
And he would take a Polaroid, and then whatever he did, the magic he made after that was incredible. But it was the board.
Was it a Jersey ID?
No, it was a Maine ID from Saco, Maine. I wish I remembered the name, but I know it was Saco, Maine.
Saco, Maine. Oh, the river. I remember the guys when I was in high school at Fix. Whoever was peddling those had the Jersey background. You know.
Okay. Yep.
All
right. How about one more song?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do what should I do? Okay, yeah, I'll do one more. I'll do a song like I like to cover at open mics, like Chip Zale's open mic, called New Madrid from Uncle Tupelo. Wilco, before Wilco. I played it at the Social a few times.
Okay.
And, it's pretty cool. It's a cool tune. Well, my daydreams are disasters. She's the one I think I know. Rivers burn and walk backwards. For her, that's enough. Yeah, I come from New York City. Roll that trucks in here, it's on. Walk with me to Fountain. Oh, on my own. Won't do what you did. Roll me up in the street. Shake my baby and please bring her back. Death won't ever be still. Caroms over the landfill. There is a soul and it's broken back. There's a man you name conviction. Although he's getting old, Mr. Browning has a conviction. He lived with all his soul. So come on back to New York City. Load your trucks in here, it's on. Walk with me to Fountain. Please hold on my own. Won't do what you did. Roll me over in the tray. Shake my baby and please bring her back. Death won't ever be still. Caroms over the landfill. There is a soul in its broken back. There is a soul in its broken back. There is a soul in its broken back. Thanks.
Alex, very nice, man. That was amazing.
Dude, so much fun to play. I miss playing for people, so this is great. Thank you so much for inviting me.
How can people get the new EP?
Okay, so we are it's available on Bandcamp. That's bandcamp.com/ifwegoatall, and all major streaming services: Apple, Amazon Music, Spotify, whatever you have, type in If We Go At All, and atonal should come right up.
All right.
And
awesome.
I have
Stay
physical
safe.
copies too. So facebook.com// If We Go At All. You can message us or write on our page. We have a few hundred physical copies we can mail out. Like I just drove up to your house and put it in your mailbox.
You did, yeah.
Which might be a federal offense, but it's all good.
But it was awesome. And it is nice to have that physical copy of anything, whether it's an album or a CD. Yeah.
100%. We had to have some of them. Got to have a few, you know?
All right, buddy. Stay safe.
You too, Ray. Thanks again. Take it easy, man.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Alex from If We Go At All. If you go at all, if I go at all, I don't know. Are we going anywhere? Probably not. Not for a while, at least. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to Bill Donovan, Boozin With Bill. Hold on one sec. Let me get rid of... Still learning the system. It's fun, though, isn't it? Boozin With Bill. Thank you very much to Don Bailey from That Smarts by Don. Some fun art projects there. Alex, obviously, from If We Go At All. And Cleveland Chris, a random guy from blank. That's going to be a new feature here on the show. So next week, we'll hit another city, and we'll talk to a random guy from that city. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where do you want me to go? What else do I have here? Oh, let's hear it for the corner market in Holliston and Hometown Automotive and Auto Body. They're doing the free meals for anybody in need on Tuesdays and Thursdays in May from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. All you have to do is give them a call. They have 5 they're giving out each day. Thank you for all of your service. Many Hands. It's Many Hands. Foodpantry.com. Check that out. If you're going to be giving to a food pantry, they'll tell you exactly what you need. What else do I got here? What else did we talk about? Oh, there we go. Jacqueline Olivo Foundation. Thank you very much for handing out those gift cards to the seniors at Market Basket in Bellingham. That was very nice. And just a random act of kindness right there. And then Kim and her village. They're banding together tomorrow at 6:00 on Facebook. Just go to Chem for Kids, One Mission. If you're friends with Chem on Facebook, you can go to her page and support kids with cancer and raise lots of money. She's made so much money over the last few years, and it's going to be live music and giveaways. And Christine Greenewald is going to shave her head if you guys raise $3,000 tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting too. Did I miss anything? Can I say goodnight? I'm going to, I just poured another glass of whiskey. Cheers to you guys. Thanks for watching. I think this was a lot of fun, and I'll keep doing it if you guys want to do it. I mean, what else do we have to do? I got my notes here. Anything else? I think that's it. All right, you guys have a great night. And once this is done, if you guys want to share it to your friends, I'd appreciate it. And then we'll do this again on Friday night at 7:00. Don't forget, tomorrow, Rubber Chicken Comics has a live stream just like this. I'll be manning it, and Jay and the gang will be talking about comic books and all sorts of comic fun stuff. Let's see. We got one more. Good night, Christina. Cheers. Thanks, everybody. Take care.